The shelf by your door. All right. I am pressing go live now.
Yay. No more tech issues.
Yeah.
As soon as I say that, do we have tech issues?
Seriously?
Are you having problems on your end?
Yes.
Well, I'm live, so you better roll with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I can. Give me one more second. Oh no. Ooh. Please let this work. No. I just updated my NVIDIA drivers the other day. What are you saying? No.
You're not allowed to turn your camera off, Aaron. We talked about this. You're not allowed to restart.
I can't.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to update anything anymore.
What the fuck?
I'm glad I checked that this is not a stream for kids.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
All
right, there we go. While you do that, I'll just share the link around while you figure out what's going on.
You know what? I'm just gonna move this to frickin' StreamYards, and I'm gonna base it around that now because I really do not have the patience at the moment, and StreamYards is a browser-based thing, so it's not difficult. Myths. Create a broadcast to Table Nights. Title. Add.
I will be sure to post timestamps to when the game starts after the stream. So if you're just tuning in and you're like, oh, I don't want to sit through 20 minutes of technical issues.
I'm so sorry.
Go to the pinned post below and you can jump to the game.
And like I said, blame it on Blur's Day, the 13th of Maple-uary. Like every day is just blending together.
That implies this is going on through January. What?
Well, no, don't even ever say that out loud. What? No. There are already no rules. The seams of society are breaking down. No.
It's all fine. What are you talking about? There's no issues.
It's all fine. We're all fine here.
The stream's fine. This game is going off to a great start.
Yeah.
All right, Lasagna David. Druid. I'm just kidding. I did that on purpose. What is your real name? Is it David?
No.
Damn it.
Close. No, it's Ulysses.
That's not close. I was like, oh, it's like Derek then, right? Nope. Ulysses. Oh, that's awesome. Ulysses David?
No.
That's a pretty interesting name. Is it a family name, or your family just came up with it because it's a cool name?
Yeah, it's a family name.
Oh, okay. My middle name is a family name. Well, actually, both my first and middle name are family names. Both my grandfathers. So, why is this being stupid? There we go. Don't worry, guys. I'm not having problems like he is over there.
Is he on the phone with tech support right now?
Tech support.
Ask for a tier 1.
Maybe he should be a pro member. No.
As I said, I'm just happy I'm not on that side.
I'm surprised he's not asking you for help, Brett. That's what I'd do. I'd be like, Brett, drive over here. I will Lysol the room and I will step out so you can come in and fix everything.
It works.
Does it work? All you had to do was get tech support on the line.
No, I just needed to change it from running from Invic to software streaming because I forgot. That's what I normally do. That's how I normally get past it if it says that I haven't updated, which I did update. I updated my driver last Friday. Ah!
I don't know why you're having so many problems.
Anyways, hi everybody, welcome. My name is Aaron Justin Bryan from Table Knights Entertainment, and this is Rad Wasteland. Joining me are my lovely players today. We're just gonna have a good old time there. All right. Now I need to orient myself. What am I doing? All right. So, let's see. Can everybody hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, good.
So, I'm going to need everybody to roll a vigilance check right off the bat.
Oh, shoot. I
shit.
got to look at my sheet now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now who's not prepared?
Me. I should know I don't have that. So how would I roll
Oh,
this?
shit.
All right. So, if you don't have any points in vigilance, you just run it off the stat that it runs off of, which is cunning.
Okay.
No, it's Will.
Yeah.
You said vigilance, right?
Correct.
It says
So
Will
first-
next to it.
Okay, so that's just 4 yellow, right?
Correct. And if it's willpower, then you roll it off of willpower.
Alright.
Boop-a-doop.
All right. So
Ah, shit.
I have 1 rank.
You have 4 yellow dice for your vigilance. Yeah, so if you look in your skills, you'll find vigilance, and then you just match that up with, you said it's willpower, correct? Yep, it is willpower. So
Oops.
which one of
Four.
those?
I didn't mean to do
All right.
that. I wasn't ready.
And the tech issues don't stop coming. Actually, that is what you were supposed to roll. Oh wait, no, you have 3
I
willpower.
have 2 more. I have 2 more. So
Okay, for
That's
the
right. Okay, so for you, you roll 2 green dice and 1 yellow dice. Captain Smitty, I assume you just had 2 willpower and no vigilance. Okie doke.
oof.
So
no.
exclamation point roll 2G 1Y.
Yes.
That's all you gotta roll. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's a terrible.
The music is throwing me off. It's the music's fault.
I'm so sorry.
There we go. Use that roll.
All right.
It's bad.
I
but it's
must
okay.
No.
not be hearing music because I don't hear it.
Through roll 20.
Oh yeah, no, I have everything off on roll 20. So
So if I have a
okay.
rank of 1 in vigilance, I'm rolling 2G1Y, correct?
Correct. As long as you have 3 willpower. So your vigilance is run off your willpower, and
I actually
your
have 4 willpower.
vigilance. Okay, so if that's your biggest number, that's
Yep.
your total dice pool. Now, what's your ranks in vigilance?
My rank in vigilance is 1. My willpower is 4.
So you have 4 green dice that you're gonna roll, but you upgrade one of those dice because of your vigilance to a yellow dice. So it's 3
Cool.
green, 1 yellow.
Got it.
God damn. All right. So, Valerie, you're going to be the first to act. And the session starts. You're getting chased down. You just got out of the city. And Nightbot, which is a robot on a motorcycle, is chasing after you with a pack of cars coming down on you. What are you guys going to do? Valerie, you get to act first.
Okay, well, what's in front of me? What's around me? What do I see?
You are in the middle of a road leading out of New Orleans. There is a cliff face on the side that you could try having Addie go up. Addie's the one who's driving the robot.
Okay.
aka Juce. You could fire one of your weapons off, or you can try and man the turret on the back.
Okay, I am gonna jump up and try to man the turret. Valerie is going to jump up and try to man the turret. She pulls her blonde hair back, winks at Addie, and says, "Don't worry, I got this," and jumps up into the turret.
Okie doke. So if you are going to make a attack on with the turret, you're going to be rolling a gunnery. Now, who are you going to be attacking? You've got Nightbot and these 3 cars that he's having follow you.
Which would be the easiest shot, I guess is what I'm saying, because Valerie would want to go after Nightbot, but if the easier shot is going to be one of the minions, I think she's going to go after a minion.
Then it's probably going to be one of the minions, because they are in fairly boxy cars, whereas the Nightbot is on a motorcycle, and he looks like he's zipping like back and forth in evasive maneuvers, and he's very clearly skilled at what he's doing.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at the minion on the left. We'll say, I guess they're in position. Yeah.
So go ahead, and you're gonna check your gunnery skill.
Yep. With
your agility skill, and you're gonna roll that versus 2 purple dice.
So my gunnery skill is flat. I have nothing. My agility is 4.
So that's just 4 green dice that you have.
Yep. That's just straight 4 green.
4 green versus the 2 purple. Any attack has an average challenge rating, which is the 2 purple dice.
Got it.
Unless otherwise stated.
Got it.
Okie doke. So you get 2 successes. Addie, what's the damage on the turret?
On the 50 cal?
Yes.
Damage is 10. Crit 5. Range medium.
Okie doke. So with a damage of 10, you see it actually pierces through one of the doors on these cars, and it kind of swerves left and right. And Nightbot seems to be speaking in like high-pitched binary at the rest of them, yelling commands, and they start peeling off. So they're going to take a maneuver to go these ways, and they are now going to take a shot at you. So in this game, minions act as a unit rather than as separate individuals. If an enemy is of a higher class, like a rival or a nemesis, they act as a singular unit. So these nemesis are going to be trying to maneuver on you and take their shot. And you notice that they don't seem to have a turret on the back of their car. So they pull out what looks like SMGs and put them out the window. So let's see. Damn it! I can't even roll right tonight. All right,
we're running off. We're rubbing off on you.
So you see that they just splatter the side of the car, hitting just all of the armor and nothing worth actually hitting. Now, let's see. You rolled the 7 successes on yours, blah, 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 and then Juice got 1 success. Lasagna, you got 2 successes. Saint Hendrick, it is now your turn. What are you going to be doing?
How far away is, say, the closest enemy?
The closest enemy would be Nightbot, who seems to be like right on your tail, performing evasive maneuvers, trying to keep you on this road as you guys are moving through it.
Okay. I think St. Hendrik would probably do Brimstone Bolt on Nightbot himself.
Oh, okay. So you're whipping out the magic right away. Now, what does Brimstone Bolt cost in terms of strain and your items? Because it does cost something.
Yeah, 3 strain and requires ashes to cast.
All right, so make sure that you tick off one of the ticks of ash I gave you, and you take 3 strain off before you make this roll. And then it'll also tell you next to the magic what the skill is for casting the Brimstone Bolt.
Yeah. Right,
What does it say it is? I believe it's magic willpower.
Yeah.
So what's your magic skill at?
My magic skill is at... It's at 2.
And your willpower is, I think, a 3 or a 4?
It's a 4.
It's a 4. So you're going to be rolling 4 total dice. 2 of those will be green. 2 of those will be yellow. And then you're going to be doing it versus, I think, a difficulty of 2. That's what the spell says, doesn't it?
Yes.
It is. There you go. All right, so go ahead and put that in.
All right.
And let's see how effective fire is versus robots. Fairly effective. All right, so what's the actual damage that Brimstone Bolt does?
5.
5. All right. So you didn't get any advantage, however, which means you can't use any of the cool extra effects that it has, like burn. But you do actually put a little bit of a firebolt onto Nightbot, and he actually looks surprised. And you see his like one robotic eye blink twice, and then it narrows onto you. And let's see. He is gonna take. You said it did 5 damage?
Yeah.
All right. So he has that much damage on him. Now it's Nightbot's turn.
Oh.
Nightbot is going to maneuver in front of your car.
Oh, BS. I'm just kidding.
And he is going to drop something on the ground. And you hear a clinking under the car.
Shit.
I feel
Valerie,
like
you're supposed to get that.
All right, so
Not now, Addie. Not now.
real quick, let's see. It's a ranged light. He's very skilled at that. This is not bueno for you guys. All right, so it's gonna be 2 green, 2 yellow versus 2 purple. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I'll re-roll the whole thing, so because that would be terrible. You got that. All right, there we go. Are you?
That's much
God
better.
bless it.
Are you fudging dice rolls already?
America.
Are you fudging dice rolls already?
I can't believe it. Why am I being nice? Ah! All right, so the tinking goes out past you, and then you guys are like, wait, I don't know, and then a giant explosion behind you, and you hear Nightbot going beep 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 beep. If any of you speak binary, he is cussing very loudly. Addie, it is now your turn. You're in the car. Nightbot has put himself in front of you without really doing anything.
How big is Nightbot?
Nightbot is actually scrawny.
Is it like a
Very
motorcycle?
Thin. He is on a motorcycle, correct.
Gotcha. Okay, this is easy.
He's a robot driving it.
So I
have 4 wheels. You have 2.
Yeah, this is easy. So I'm gonna clip, since he's in front of me, I'm gonna literally try and clip Destruction Derby style the back end to spin him out.
Okie doke. I want you to make a driving check, and this is a contested check.
Sure.
Versus Nightbot's driving.
Sure.
So it's robot driver versus robot driver.
So I have 2 ranks in land, and then 4. So 2 green, 2 yellow.
All right, before you roll it,
Yep.
you got 2 green, 2 yellow. You're gonna have to put 3 red and 1 purple because his driving skill's going up against yours.
Perfect.
Ooh. Okay. So, hey, apparently this is the point where it flips over. All right, so the turn order, or excuse me, you try and turn him out, and Nightbot, you almost hear a cackle from him. Addy, you would understand he's laughing at you. He jumps on top of your car by bouncing the motorcycle the second you try and get under him. And now he is on top of your vehicle, and he's crushed down part of the roof.
Okay. I tell Grub, I say, hey, Grub, remember that although that magical metal plating, Nightbot has far more magical metal plating. You should go rip it off of him.
Grub, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Are you trying to rip through the roof of your own car?
I was told I have to get the magic plating.
I'm asking if that is what you are doing, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
He's very direct.
I can't believe you're hurting your own vehicle to do this. All right, so
Not my car.
Grub, this car isn't magical
Oh my-
plating.
so I'm gonna need you to roll and I'm assuming you're using your axe to do this, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll a melee check versus a difficulty of. I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard, not impossible though. So 3 purple dice to rip through the roof of the car.
Okay, so I have 4 in brawn, 2 in melee, so it'll be 2 yellow, 2 green, 3 purple.
Correct. There you go. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
That's good,
So-
right?
It's mostly good. So I'm gonna say that the threat is now there's a giant sunroof.
I always
but-
wanted one of those.
Now my head fit in.
But you're able to get on top of the car now from the sunroof and could just use the window. However, with all those successes, I'll even say that you damaged Nightbot's motorcycle a little bit.
There you go.
You messed up some of the spurs on his wheel.
Valerie just shakes her head and sighs, mumbles to herself, there's got to be a better way.
And now, turn order goes back to the top. Now, for the first time, I just made sure that everybody went in the order they rolled. But when there's a player slot, any player can go. So now that Grub is on the roof, you may want him to go first this turn to see if he can get Nightbot off the car. I'm also going to move you and Nightbot the amount of space you would have moved while driving.
Can the 50 cal rotate as well and hit that, or?
It's the motorcycle on top of the car makes it difficult to actually target it because it's getting in the way of you turning.
Gotcha.
So this is a player slot, meaning any player can go. You guys should talk about who should go.
How many? So we have 1 player slot, enemy, and then
Then it's
2
an
player
enemy.
slots? Okay.
It's 1 player slot, 1 enemy slot, 1 player slot, 1 enemy slot, 2 player slots.
I mean, I think Grub does have the best chance here, unless
Yeah.
somebody has a really good idea.
No, I agree. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we busted through the roof for a reason, right? We might as well capitalize on
All
it.
right. All right,
Can
Grub.
Lasagna, can Lasagna do something special, like with his demons or gods?
Do you have a magic s- spell for this? I think you have 2 spells right now.
Yeah. Engulfing hellfire. I mean, I don't.
Nothing that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
God, man, don't
I
burn
can tell.
Grub.
Let's go with Grub.
Yeah.
Let's use his empty skull for what it's good at.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
use skull, use axe.
He's
All right,
smart enough to
Grub.
know that.
What do you want to do with Nightbot right in front of you? Which Nightbot actually looks like he's fucked up. He's like, oh no. Hello.
Well, I was told to get the shiny metal plates, so I'm going to remove shiny metal plates by hitting it really hard.
All right, so you're gonna be hitting Nightbot with your axe, I assume.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll versus Nightbot. Now, because he's a rival, he can actually make things a little bit more difficult, and I'm gonna use that ability on this. It's only once an encounter for a rival, but one of your purple is upgraded to a red.
So
it's
one purple, one red.
Yep.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
Come on, give me a despair.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Okay, so you see Nightbot dodges and he gives you a little punch in the gut. It doesn't feel like anything to you, but you're getting angry about the fact that you can't get these shiny plates. So you're going to take one strain of damage rather than a wound. So your strain is your mental damage.
Metal man pissed me off.
And Nightbot is going to take this opportunity to use his last grenade on the giant hole that you opened up. In the
Oh.
Game over. Thanks for watching.
I don't know. He might just fail real bad.
I mean, I don't have any armor because I sold it all to,
All right,
Grub.
so
I get you some from Shiny Man.
assuming we live.
I'll be fine. You guys.
You guys, All right, so here's a mechanic I was waiting to introduce, but I think it's the good time to introduce it. There are gold bullets and black bullets. Right now, you guys have 3 gold bullets. You can spend these, and it'll give me a black bullet for later, but it'll make either one of your checks easier or one of my checks harder. If you want to make Nightbot's check to get this grenade inside of your car harder, you should use the gold bullet.
I mean, yes, I
We
don't
should
want my
use the
car
gold
to get
bullet.
destroyed.
Yeah.
So,
right.
yeah.
Okie doke.
I've worked hard to get this car.
Through thievery.
Exactly. I'm wanted.
All right. 1 purple, 1 red for Nightbot. Let's see what happens. Ooh! God bless it. Okay.
Oh. Fuck.
So the
I thought it was supposed to make it harder for you. I don't like
it did make it harder. He got strained. All right, so let's see. Surprisingly, he doesn't have any advantage, which means he literally can't make it do the thing that a grenade is supposed to do. So it only hits one of you. Somehow it bounces out of the car and explodes right next to, let's see. I'm going to Valerie. It bounces out and lands near the turret. You're gonna be taking, God, that's a lot of damage. Let's see,
Save the turret.
12 points of damage. What is your soak?
my soak is 3.
Your soak is 3. So
Yeah.
you reduce that by 3 points. You have 9 points of damage that you're taking.
Okay.
What's your wound threshold?
my wound max
Yes,
12.
12. Okay. So you have only 3 hits you can take left as shrapnel flies into your gorgeous face.
Nice.
It's
nice.
okay,
Yeah.
Valerie. Godman says souls are forever.
So I was
It'll
actually
let me
already
baptize
scarred.
you.
So like.
Do everybody get 1 turn?
Yeah.
Seeing that, it has absolutely made me go apeshit, and I am murderifying Metal Man.
All right. So you went first turn. So now it's someone else's go. Who is going to be the next person to go?
Should we let Valerie go because he might not get another chance?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, I have a question for you. Can I turn the turret 180 degrees and point it back at Nightbot without hitting Grub?
The whole thing about the motorcycle being there keeps you from turning it all the way. That being said, you have guns in your inventory,
Right.
and you can do quick draw stuff, so it wouldn't be difficult for you to pull something off.
Yep. So, close range, right? So I'm not going to pull I'll leave my rifle around, sort of, holstered around my back. I'll draw my revolver, quick draw style, and we're sort of a family friendly show, so I won't say what Valerie actually says, but she's not very happy with Nightbot at all.
All right. So you're using your jury wide?
Yes.
All right. So that revolver is actually also a shotgun. It's a revolver with shotgun rounds in it.
Nice.
So it's a fantastic choice for this specific scenario. So go ahead and roll your attack versus Nightbot, and he can't make it more difficult because he already spent that on Grub because he didn't want to die.
Okay, so what would my roll? Hold on one second. What would my roll be then?
So your roll is going to be your ranged light, which is modified by your agility.
Yep.
And you're going to be rolling that versus 2 purple.
So my range, so jury wide. But what I'm saying is so like I have range light, damage 6, crit 2, right? I guess what I'm saying is, what am I actually rolling to make the attack?
Oh, the dice I just told you. You're rolling.
Okay, so I have 2. So I have 2 in ranged light, and my
there you go.
Rank of 2 in ranged light, and my agility is 4.
Correct. So you have 4 total dice.
Yep.
2 of those get upgraded to yellow.
Okay, and the other 2 are green.
Yes, and then you're rolling the 2 purple against it.
Got it. Sorry.
No worries, man.
Oops.
Oh, you got to put a space between them. Sorry.
Yep. No, I'm sorry.
All good. I expect some damage to be done here. Gosh darn it.
I hope so.
What in the world is going on? All right,
I think your dice app is rigged.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 2 advantage though. So you missed your shot, but you can spend those 2 advantage to create an advantageous scenario for the fight. So what do you want to spend the advantage on? What do you want to happen narratively?
Okay, so Natalie Valerie is literally so shooketh, from getting
shooketh.
From essentially having a grenade blow up next to her face. She goes to quick draw her jury wide, slips on the back because of course Addie, you jerk the wheel to try to block something. So she fires off, misses, it goes to the left, but can I do an action? Can I take a movement and an attack? In other words, can I fire and leap forward to knock him off balance? For
sure,
the advantage?
that can be part of the advantage. So maneuvers are part of your turn, and that's you just moving around on the battlefield. So it's definitely something that you can do.
Right. So narratively, she fires, it goes wide because she loses her footing, but leans into it. So almost like, when you go to trip and you catch yourself, right, and pretend like you're starting to run, she loses her balance, trips forward, pretends to run, and just charges, shoulder checks Nightbot, like sort of charges into Nightbot, and that's what gives the advantage on the next round.
Okie doke. So yeah, Nightbot is definitely reeling. So whenever someone is going to do an action against Nightbot next, they will receive 2 blue dice. All right. And now it is the enemy's action, the minions. All right. One of the cars is reeling up to the cliffside. So
I thought we had 2 turns.
That's next. After the enemy goes, you'll have 2 turns in a row.
Oh,
And
I
that'll
thought
be
the enemy already went. Okay, never mind.
well, Nightbot went, but his minions didn't go.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's player, enemy, player, enemy, player, player.
Gotcha.
All right. So just so you know, this cliff is about 15 feet off the ground. And these 2 cars are cajoling around you guys. Grub, they don't like that you're up there, so they're gonna fire their SMGs at you. And they
Oh, you dead.
nobody can hit anything. He's not dead, but Grub, there are bullets flying around you. I assume it doesn't distract you though. But they are boxing you in. If you move, basically you'd be taking damage. And now it is St. Hendricks and Addie's turn.
Go St. Hendricks. I'll let you get those 2 blues.
What do you want to do, St. Hendrick?
I think I'll probably do Brimstone Bolt again. Yeah.
Okie doke.
All right.
So go ahead and roll for that. Make sure you tick off your ash count.
Yeah. Shit, that goes the other way.
You're carrying this team, by the way. You're the only one doing.
It's the beautiful hair.
Oh yeah.
It is. If the
Us
2
bald
people
guys don't have enough
with beautiful hair are rolling, well, it's
Also,
only inevitable.
If Godsman is to cleric, then
You forgot to roll your purples. I'll let you keep
yeah.
that roll. Just roll 2
Yeah.
purple with it, and we'll see what it cancels out. What were you saying?
You're supposed to do the 2 blue.
And 2 blue.
And
Oh, yeah.
2 blue. That's
right,
right.
right.
2 purple, 2 blue.
You
Damn
put a
it.
space after that.
Yeah. God damn.
Don't worry. We're still learning. Don't judge us. We're all dumb. All right. So,
Fuck.
you're going to get a point of strain, but you do 4 points of damage plus whatever the base damage is for Brimstone Bolt. What's the base damage for Brimstone Bolt?
5.
5. Okay, so that's 9 points of damage versus this guy. And his circuits are on fire as you pull the Brimstone Bolt off. He does not look like he is going to last much longer. Addie, this dude's on top of your car. What are you gonna do about it?
Can I take a piece of metal from somewhere inside this car to hold the steering wheel while I go up and push this robot off the car?
Why don't you try swerving?
I mean, I could, but that's what I want to do. I want the car to self-drive.
Oh, okay.
Use Grub's leg.
Just
I'll
Grub,
swerve.
just
I'll
put your
swerve.
leg
I'll
through
swerve.
the hole.
I'll swerve. All
right.
That's
The only reason I suggest that, by the way, is your brawn is like nothing.
I know.
So you're going to be doing a driving check versus the difficulty of 2 because he's still up there. Everyone else is up there, and Nightbot realized he done goofed. And if this is successful, and I hope it is, good stuff will happen.
So that'd be purple, correct?
Yeah, 2 purple plus whatever your driving skill is. Yes. Okay. So you're gonna.
I want to swerve into the one next to me though too, while I'm trying to get him off.
So you're gonna swerve into this car.
Yeah, the other car next to me.
Okay, doke. So you ram into this, and Nightbot flies off, bouncing in the desert. And
all that magic. Sorry, Grub.
explodes.
I'm still going after him.
This car gets knocked off course, and you end up here from the driving, and player action. Go.
What's the landscape right now? We've got one car that I just hit.
Yep. This is a cliff. It's about 15 feet up.
Okay, off to the side.
Yep.
What's down at the bottom of the cliff?
The road. This is where you guys are.
Oh, okay. So if I drove off the cliff, there's another road?
Oh, no.
So it's a straight
Gotcha.
is
We're
up.
next to
Yeah.
a cliff that goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry about that. That was my
Gotcha.
bad.
Okay. And so we're being followed by minions still, though?
There were
one.
two
Correct.
left, right?
No, there's 3. The one that he hit is rocked. There's one that you damaged. And then there's the one on the cliff.
Okay. Valerie, can you get to the 50 cal?
Yeah, absolutely. So Valerie kind of winks at Addie and jumps, holsters her jury wide and jumps back on the 50 cal. Can I do that and still take a shot?
Yeah, that's a maneuver and an action. So you can definitely do those things.
Okay.
Now, which one are you firing at?
I am going to fire. Okay, so there's one damaged. Well, there are actually 2 damaged, right? One that Addie sort of sideswiped, and one that I had shot previously. Correct?
Correct.
The
The one that you shot previously is up here. The one Addie sideswiped is over here.
Okay. I will. Which one looks to be more damaged?
The one that you shot looks more
Okay.
damaged.
I will. Let's just concentrate fire, and I'll fire at that one again. In other words, the one I shot previously, I will fire at. Again.
Okay, dope.
And so that's going to be. That's going to be 4.
Your gunnery, so it's 4 green
2 purple.
and 2 purple.
Yep.
I tell Godman, look at what precision technology can do. Watch this 50 cal.
All right.
As it fails.
Doesn't fail. It just doesn't do as much as you'd hope. So it takes another shot.
I want
and
real dice. It's it. I'm ordering real dice.
So you pull a shot off on it, and it connects. It looks like it's almost in the engine block, and it starts smoking a little bit. But it's still driving. And now it is a minion action. And this is the only action they get this turn. So this guy, he's gonna try and realign himself onto the road. This one's gonna come up to box you, and this one is going to be the one making the actual check. He is driving off the cliff, trying to land on you. Now, if you'd like to spend a gold bullet to keep this from happening.
Nope.
Okay. So
I'm assuming everyone else
As long
agrees.
as you're rolling in the same dice generator that I am, then no, we don't need to spend a gold bullet. So yeah.
All right. I'm going to spend a black bullet then, so you guys have 3 gold bullets.
The
to
dice
upgrade
generator
one of my
knows who's
dice.
rolling, though. That's why it's rigged.
And the difficulty is going to be 3 purple because this is a very difficult maneuver that he's pulling off. Fuck my ass! Bless it. All right, so he jumps off the cliff, and Addie, you pull up just enough to make him land right behind you. However, he hits you still with the side of his car as he's going by, and it throws you off course a little bit.
Okay.
So you will be rolling, whoever is going next will be rolling 2 black dice with their next action. So who's
Don't
next?
all volunteer at once. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll like to go, and I'm going to play buck with that car that just tried to land on us.
So
All right,
wait,
go ahead.
are you jumping onto the car? Yes, go grub. Okay, so that would actually, you don't even have to roll for that because the cars are like connected at this specific moment. So it would just be you maneuvering. So you're on top of the car. What do you want to do now? Are you gonna? I love that you have an axe which isn't meant to pierce through things, but you're so strong it doesn't matter.
If you hit it hard enough, it'll go through.
All right, so go ahead and roll a melee attack versus a difficulty of 3 since you're trying to open up another sardine can with your non-sardine can opener, but apparently it's still effective.
Mind over matter.
Apparently.
If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
And it was 3 purple.
3 purple, that is correct. Ooh, all right. So instead of giving you strain with the threat, I'm going to do something else with it. However, you bust through the top of this sardine can, and while you're doing that, it also crushes the head of the guy who was driving it. And the car just starts wagging back and forth and runs into the cliff, throwing you off of it. However, you're miraculously unharmed. You're just now on the floor instead of on top of a car.
Now I just turn towards Nightbot, and I'm going to start stalking that way.
Oh, Nightbot blew up.
I still need metal plates.
That's fair. You know what? All right. So now it is Addie and St. Hendrick. Who wants to go?
Pretty lady, Grub be back.
Godman.
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay, so how many?
Valerie yells, "Grub, you okay?" And also looks ahead and goes,
How many enemies were there left?
There's 2 enemies left.
All right.
Here, I'll put X's on them.
Okay, what are you saying you're putting on?
I put X's on the enemies that are dealt with.
All right.
I'm only seeing I'm seeing the same screen that I've been seeing on Roll20. So
"Oh my! I am not seeing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a
I'm not
room
seeing anything.
with a staircase and
Yeah.
yeah.
There
Okay,
you go.
that now it makes
Okay.
Oh,
sense.
now we can see
You keep
stuff.
right.
Why did no
Oh,
one say
over
I'm
here,
not
I'm like-
seeing any
I'm
of
like,
this?
what are you talking about? I don't like.
I like how you're trying to blame us for this.
I'm right, because Juice is like, there's a road. There's a road on the side of the cliff.
sorry.
Like, right.
my brain is slightly addled from all of the ridiculous tech
I even
issues.
reloaded Roll20 to think maybe it just didn't catch up to me, but
No, I'm just an idiot. Again, it's fine.
All right.
it's okay. Grub idiot too.
At least I'm keeping you all entertained, I hope.
Of course.
All right.
Ooh.
So, St. Hendrick, what are you doing?
I think I'll probably do Brimstone Bolt one last time. Yeah.
Okey-doke. So, I think that's your last ash, isn't it?
I have 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think one of those you have to use for the other spell that you got.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
Save some components for healing. Save some components for healing, Valerie says.
Do I
ADI
roll
says,
any
"What's
purple or
healing?"
black?
So what?
Do I roll any purple or black this time?
You always roll purple, and you're definitely gonna be rolling 2 black because you're still swerving around.
Oh, all right.
So you typed in B for the black, didn't you? It's K.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how that makes logical sense either. But put in the regular dice. You're 2 yellow, you're 2 green,
Yeah.
2 P, and 2 K.
You know what? It's like CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and K is black. Yeah, right,
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so you pull off another brimstone bolt, and which car are you doing it on? The one behind you or the one to the side?
To the side.
Okie doke. The driver inside just ignites and goes, "Ah! Ah!" and drives off into the desert as he's burning alive.
That's God's work.
There we go. Yes. All right.
Valerie says to St. Hendricks, what a hothead.
All right. And lastly, I think is Addie for this round, or did you already go?
Nope. So this is behind us, this last one.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to demolition derby this. I'm going to slam on... No, screw this. I'm shooting it into reverse. And I'm going to try and not only stop, but just slam as fast as I can into the back. And I'm going to yell to anybody who's not secure, hold on for your souls. And slam back.
Hold on to your meat sacks.
All right. So I want you to make
trans.
a driving check, and it's going to be contested versus this guy's driving test, which at this point, since everyone else is dead in the minion group, he's weak. So he only has 3 green against whatever you're rolling.
So
or excuse me, 3 purple. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No blacks, no blues, none of that.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So he dodges out of the way, but you got an advantage. What is the advantage in this scenario?
So when I do that, him to dodge out of the way, he blows a tire.
Okay, so he's gonna be having more difficulty driving than you. So one of his tires just goes, and you see him swerving, trying to hold on to the wheel, keeping himself steady. And it is now top of the order again. A player interaction. We're going to move the cars to where they would be. Yours is actually accurate. He was still going forward. Grub, this guy is passing right by you. He's in between you and Nightbot.
I am going... Can I go first, guys?
Yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am going to rip a friend, basically part of the top that I just can opened.
Damn it.
I'm going to sling it at the side of, basically as a makeshift shuriken at the car.
God. Grub's too stupid to let anything stop him. All right. In that case, I'm gonna have you roll an athletics check versus 3 purple. You're doing very difficult things, but you seem to work it out every time. What's your athletics skill, by the way?
1.
There you go.
And then 3 purple, you said?
Correct. Ooh.
Oof. Ooh.
Okie doke. So
Oh.
that doesn't do anything.
I don't think I threw the piece of metal. I just kind of put it as an olay.
So the metal rips out of your hand, but it does break the window pane in front of him. And there's glass flying around inside of his car now. And I'm going to have him do a driving check to see if he can hit you with his car. Hey, cross point. Let's see. Roll. Oh, it's only 3 green now. That's right. How would I? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Somehow you dodge out of the way, and now his car is crashed into the wall. And it's now your guys' turn. Everybody keeps failing forward. I don't know how this is happening.
Okay, I want to take... Can I take this?
Go for it.
I literally am just going to ram into it as fast as I can. I mean, if it totals my car, it totals my car at this point.
All right, so go ahead and roll your driving check.
I mean, I just figure, my car is already an open tuna can. So
you're like, all these assholes fucked up my ride.
Right.
Sorry, air out car, stink inside.
How many challenge?
You're rolling 2 purple dice because he's a stationary target. This is just a regular combat check. Okay, you demolish his vehicle. He is splattered on the inside of it, and everything stops. The camera pans out from the scene, and a narrator's voice can be heard. You're probably wondering how they got here. Let me tell you, it ain't a straightforward path. The camera fades to black, and it opens up over the city of New Orleans. And in this time period, a lot of technology has been taken out, but it actually doesn't look that different from current day New Orleans, which itself is made out of a lot of very rustic building materials, bricks, and all that stuff. Valerie, you are in a bar. And you've been there waiting for the information broker who told you that he had some information on the Clarks. And this was the family that burnt down your home and all the family members that you had prior to your adoptive family. Suddenly, you see a very long-limbed mutant walk into the bar. Now, these mutants, most of them look a bit like Sasquatch. And he's wearing a fedora and a tracksuit.
Oh, jeez.
And he sits down next to you, and he goes, are you the Jefferson?
Y'all need to learn how to treat a lady. Shouldn't you offer me a drink first?
Not before I know your name. It'd be wasted bullets.
Valerie, who has her head down, her long blonde hair sort of covering the scar that's on the right side of her face, cocks her head and looks up, showing the scar. She says, I wear this to show that I'm a Jefferson. And she pulls her gun and she says, I wield this to make sure that every damn Clark in the world gets what's coming to him.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty convincing to me. And he looks over to the bartender, who's a robot, and he goes, 2 whiskeys, dirty. I'm not paying for the clean stuff. And he pulls out a couple of 9mm and gives it to the robot. He comes by with your drinks, and he goes, the payment for this isn't gonna be standard.
I don't know what kind of lady you think I am.
No, it's not. Oh, God. Trust me, you're not my type, and I'd probably literally kill you. There's,
Then what sort of terms are we talking about, sir?
There's a sensitive item. A woman who's gaining power in this town has. She's a priestess. Madam Miriam Jerome. She happened to get some of my hair, and you notice that he's furry all over, so it wouldn't be hard for someone to get some of his hair. And he says, I'm fairly certain that she is conspiring against me. I would appreciate it if you could see if you could get the doll she has of me. And you would know that he's referencing the fact that she's most likely a voodoo priestess who is making a voodoo doll of him. If you do that, we're square, and I'll meet you in the next town over. And you'll get your information there.
The Santeria curse is the Santeria curse is a mark that any man would dread to bear. I will do this for you, and I will meet you shortly.
Fantastic. If you could do this job quiet, I'd appreciate it. But I've heard how you operate, and I don't really expect that. So, just it's an if you can sort of thing. I guess.
Well, sir, dead men tell no tales. It'll be quite quiet when I'm finished.
He goes, that's fair. And he gets up. Saint Hendrik. Valerie, you know that she was meeting with somebody a while ago. And it was basically down the street. Grub, where are you in all of this? Would you be somewhere near Valerie?
Almost to the point of personal space being violated.
Valerie is literally kind of doing one of these. Right?
Suddenly, Grub comes up slowly from behind the chair. We work now. So Grub, you're nearby. Saint Hendrik, what were you doing while you knew Valerie was getting information on your next job?
To me?
Yeah, Saint Hendrik.
Yeah.
Are you not the guardsman? Was I misinformed?
Oof. I was probably trying to convince someone to turn to religion in the seat next to me.
Okay, so you're sitting next to a man in this bar then. And what do you say to him? How do you open up the conversation? How does anyone open up this kind of conversation?
I probably have my Bible out and I'm like, yeah, see right here is the part that like I think really applies to you. This part right here.
What does it say? Which, by the way, original Bibles basically don't exist anymore. They're one of the rarest things ever. So most Bibles are people writing their own scripture.
Oh, that's great.
So whatever.
I want to be a godsman now.
So basically what you're saying is kind of like how it is now.
I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth, sir.
Except it's cooler because there is Austin 3:16 now.
Yes! Yes! Stunners for everyone!
Oh, wait, hold on. All right, so I was told there was a chicken sandwich behind my.
You have a chicken sandwich?
Yes.
How the hell does that?
The Lord provides.
It's a magic curtain. You just you open up the curtain and yeah.
Hey, don't say that. Grub will come through the computer.
All right. So Saint Hendrik, what does the verse you're pointing to say?
Oh,
I love it.
Probably talking about alcoholism, most likely if we're in a bar. Probably.
Here I am in a bar telling you that being in a bar is bad.
Now, what does it say about alcoholism? Because remember, it can say whatever you want it to say.
Oh, this is good. Oh, I got it. You shall not drink alcohol. Alcohol bad. Alcohol no good. No.
And what is this verse in the Bible? Is it Saint
Scripture of
Hendrik's
Grub?
It's Ulysses 4:12. Almost like David.
Oh, it's Ulysses 4:20.
Yes, Ulysses 4:20.
Thou shalt not drink. Thou shalt instead blaze it.
But the next chapter is David.
Thou shalt
All right.
wake and bake.
So he looks at you and he goes, "You wrote that. You wrote that yourself. It's in handwriting. What? Get out of my face!"
Oh,
What are you going to do in response?
I'm probably just gonna get even closer and be like, no, hear me out. Now, please consider this.
I want you to roll me a coercion check.
Oh fuck! Now we gotta roll.
Because you're getting in this man's face. It's very aggressive how you're handling this.
Coercion.
Valerie
Yeah,
just
it's
kind of
going-
nudges Grub and goes, look.
And it's going to be versus a difficulty of 3 purple.
Okay. How many purple?
3 purple.
All right.
Okay, no. He goes, you know what? You're right. And he puts the drink down and walks out the door. But he keeps his eyes on you the whole time, so make sure you're not following him. Now, as the man walks out, the camera follows him and walks past Addie. You're in your beautiful, pristine car. Nothing bad has ever happened to it, and it looks beautiful. You've only had it for about a month now, and no one's even been able to find out that it was you who stole it. But you know that there's bounties up looking for somebody who stole this kind of car. So you know that there's people looking.
Please tell me you're just wiping it down with a baby.
Oh, no. Something better. So I'm plugged into the
Oh God,
the charger, right? Like I'm charging while reading a beautiful vintage Auto Trader.
Nice.
And I'm going through all the classic cars in there.
Okay,
Dreaming of my next ride.
And this punk comes around the corner, and he kicks your car and says, "Frickin' droidy," and he's basically making a slur against you, because a lot of people don't recognize robots as actual people, and most of the time they aren't sentient.
Robots aren't actually.
So I reply back. I say, "Hey, can't you see I'm getting my volts off here?"
They all look disturbed, and then they run
The
off.
droid's got a charge.
So, Valerie, you've got your information. The informant has left. What are you going to do now?
So Grub is there with me, and St. Hendrik is also inside the bar. Addie's the only one outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I sort of nudge Grub, and I'm like, okay, we've got work. We got to go. And then I walk up behind St. Hendrik, and I just sort of tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, and I say, okay, enough proselytizing. It's time to go. So yeah.
Yeah, you caught me in the middle of drinking the drink the dude just left on the table.
Right.
Do as I say, not as I do.
And we and we head outside so that we're all like, together as a group. So
Okay, doke.
His soul is clean. He can do things like that.
Yeah.
Patty, the rest of your group comes out, and now you're all together.
The doors all pop open in unison.
Ooh. Addie, I want you to describe the car.
Oh, okay, great. So before the roof got ripped open, it's a nice alloy metal. It's not what you see today. It's really it's a matte finish, first of all, but it has electrical paint through it. And what that means is I can flip switches, and you can then see flames light up in the paint that you don't see normally. It's a very rounded, sleek front end. It's longer on the front than in the back. And then where the trunk compartment would be is a turret that can pop open. It kind of flips up like a hideaway license plate. So it's actually concealed normally. And it actually, when that happens, the rear fenders pop out to give you a place to stand. So when you rotate the turret, you have plenty of space for your feet.
Robot Metal Man car almost as pretty as Pretty Lady.
Aww.
Oh, better. Pretty Lady can't do anything for me like this car.
So Valerie gut punches Addie and winks at Grub. So yeah.
Probably hurt your hand more than me.
No, because it's my cybernetic arm. So yeah, right. So Valerie kind of looks down at her feet and looks up, looks all around and says, "Okay, fellas, before all of this, before this, and before this," she points to her cybernetic arm. She says, "There were things in life that were worth living for, And God damn it, those things are worth dying for. And we're going to go find a way to live again. And she sort of looks up, pulls her hair back in the ponytail and says, "Who's with me?"
I don't know what you say, but I'd go with.
Addie's like, if I die, just put me back together. I've got everything I need to live for right here, and I pat the dashboard.
So
I'm gonna pat Addie on the head. You got it, middleman.
I just pat my Bible and I'm like, yeah, I'll revive you all. Don't worry. Let's go.
So who knows Madam Miriam? Where can we find her?
He gave you an address.
He gave me an address.
Yeah, she's well known in the community, which is both good and bad. It means you don't have to go looking for her, but she's probably well protected.
Got it. So here's the plan. Godman, St. Hendrik, you're our in. Really, you can go to Madam Miriam and you can either ask for help with some voodoo spell, some voodoo hex, or we can ask to create some sort of voodoo hex. But I think that you're our in. You're our best in. We need to get to Madam Miriam.
So, for reference, St. Hendricks, you know that those in the upper echelons of society who do practice magic can at times be quite civil with each other. But in the lower rings, like the one that you're in normally,
He said urine.
like the ones that you circle, they're fairly violent towards each other. So you think maybe you could pull this off if you had some nicer clothes. or if you were able to convince Miriam that you were an up-and-coming godsman who might be useful to her in the future.
And if all goes wrong, I can just burn her entire place down. It works. All right.
Sure, yeah.
I like this guy.
All right.
I mean, she is a filthy heathen anyway.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I think so. Really, I think, I guess in character and out of character, I think the plan is that you need to go to Madam Miriam and you need to either ask how to remove a hex, sort of from a voodoo doll, or how do you create a hex with a voodoo doll, because we need to get that doll back, right? Like, so ask to see an example, ask to see, we need to get that doll.
Yeah. All right. I think maybe first
we
should get some. Yes, we need doll. We need the
I
doll.
go get doll.
I need to get doll.
Grub just walks through the building.
Right.
The bricks just falling around him.
Well, and not to mention, guys. Wait, no, I'm not hurt now, right? Because we're flashing back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So a doll is worth living for? I'm very confused.
No.
This does not compute.
No. A doll is worth dying for, because if that doll is what keeps me, if that doll is standing between me and my revenge against the Clark family for what they did to my pappy, then it is worth everything in the world to me.
Who hurt you,
God
pretty
wasn't
lady?
worth
Show
anything
me.
to you.
Grub killed him.
That's not in my programming, but okay, whatever it takes, I guess. You got my back, I got yours.
All right, so you guys roll up on the Miriam estate, and it's closer to nighttime now, and it is.
We're in lowrider mode, by the way.
Yeah,
Nice.
It is a spoopy place. It is not. It doesn't feel right if you have feeling. It doesn't feel right as you approach it, and the night sky sheds moonlight over the top.
Can I ask a GM question out of character?
Yes, absolutely.
Would Madam Miriam recognize me because I am a Jefferson and, you know, sort of my estate was held in high esteem, or would she not?
You might be able to get her to remember that name if that's what you're going for.
No, I'm actually worried more that she will remember me. And you see what I'm saying?
Your family was one of the outer nobles. You were
Okay.
you were trade barons on the outskirts of the coast,
Okay.
not directly in New Orleans.
Got it. Okay.
You just stand behind Grub. She no see you.
That is also factually accurate. All right. So, you guys roll up onto the mansion. What do you do?
Do we
Where do you
is
want
that?
me to park? I mean, I should probably hide this car.
you also want a fancy park and park really, really far out at the end. So no.
Oh, I got to take up 3 spots for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Behind the trees.
Park like a douchebag.
Yeah, and I'm going to be facing the exit.
Do we want to go in as a group? Should we split the party, or like should we stay together?
Is that where Doll is? I'll go get Doll.
Grub, I know you will. You are Plan B right now. You just sit here and watch. You just sit here and watch our bags. Yeah.
Question:
I got
Have
a
I
good
sold
idea.
all my plates
Hold on.
already?
Wait, St. Hendricks has an
Oh, sorry.
idea.
Yeah. Okay. What if I take Grub in with me and say I accidentally cast a dumbness spell on him and I need to revert it?
I cast a hex of stupidity.
That's valid, but then how do we? But you have to pull the like. We need to you need to find out either where she's keeping the dolls or to get her to show that specific doll, right?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
Does anyone have an extra gun I can put in a hidden compartment?
I have the jury wide and I have a rifle.
I pull
I
out
want
the
a small gun.
meter and drop it on him.
So
Would you give me?
the
Shoot, my
9
audio cut out.
Millimeter.
9mm?
Yep.
Perfect. How's that work?
So I can just copy the stat block to your character sheet. No need to worry about it.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
doing what you guys are doing.
Okay, cool. So
Okay.
I will hide it though, because obviously I've been selling my plates of metal to Grub. I will hide it behind some wiring so it doesn't even you can't see it.
Okie doke. So it's hidden
It's
inside of your
Teflon
body.
cable. Don't worry.
So, Grub, sweetie, what are you doing with all those metal plates? Inquiring minds.
They're magical, Valerie. Of course, he's got great use for them.
I haven't figured out how they magical, but Metal Man say they magical.
Don't worry,
Eddie,
you'll figure it out. It
Eddie,
just takes a
you
lot
are-
of time of attunement.
Eddie, you are awful.
Well, when you have no soul to worry about, you can do these things.
After we get Doll, we'll get you Soul.
How much is that? Because I
Bless
think you need to
Grub.
buy more plates for me to buy one of those.
I don't know. You don't like Grub cooking, so
How much was your soul, Grub?
I don't know.
He suddenly has an existential crisis. Ah!
How do you put a price on one soul?
He's become eloquent.
Wow,
for
that was
Now he's
profound.
philosophical.
I've been listening to Talkie Man.
All right. So who's approaching the mansion?
I think we're going. I almost feel that we need to go in as a group. Otherwise, we could absolutely send Grub in. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you want to approach this? Do you want to go in as a group? She's not going to know any of us. We could go in and just say that we've got the Godman's back. That we're sort of, we're sellswords, or hired guns, to protect him, or we could send them in by themselves. What do you think?
I think, yeah, we could do that. And then lead on with, I have hired these people for you. Me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
I
so
think that works for me.
You guys approach as a group. I assume St. Hendricks is leading you as the representative.
Yeah.
And you're approached by 2 guards, and they seem to be wearing bone masks, which you know is common amongst the voodoo religion, St. Hendrick. And they hold up their hand, and they notice your priestly circlet,
Uh-huh.
like your what do you call that? It's like a little
Charm?
black.
Pendant?
No, it's like a pastor wears it. It's the neck.
Oh,
thing
the
they
white and
wear.
black collar?
Yeah, there we go. They
Ah.
notice your white and black collar, which is one of the few remnants of the like standard uniform from priests of old that is stuck around. And they go, "Holy man, what is your purpose here?"
I am here because I have recruited these fine individuals for what's her name? I completely...
Madam Miriam.
Yeah. All right. I have hired these fine lads for Madam Miriam.
He looks confused. And then he goes, "For what purpose?"
Voodoo business.
Pretty lady revenge.
The guard.
Valerie actually steps forward and sort of nudges St. Hendrick to the side and says, "Don't mind him, honey. He got a hit to the head. We're seeking an audience with Madam Miriam. We're simply hired to protect him. Clearly, we didn't do that good of a job. You understand? So we would just like to see Madam Miriam as soon as we can. You understand, don't you, sweetie?"
He's been playing with magical metal plates. It's, you know.
They're nothing on your back. I don't know why you keep telling me watch it.
The guards just look over the group of you at that point, and they go,
How you have skull face but people hands?
Madam Miriam Chamani does many great wonders.
Can she
And,
fix someone from
give you skull
Alabama?
face and
Grub's from Alabama.
Give you
No.
skull face and man hands?
And they go, "Yes." And they say, you may wait inside the foyer. And
Sir, I am a Jefferson. I do not wait in the foyer. You take me to the parlor where a real lady is escorted.
he seems to ignore you at that. And this one stays behind. But you notice there are guards all over the place. At least 5 others in this room. And on the banister above you, it looks like there are 6 more men pointing their guns at you. And you see him disappear behind a door. Seems to be talking to somebody for a few seconds. And then out comes 2 zombies and her ladyship, Miriam Chamani, voodoo priestess. The zombies approach you first. They don't seem to be aggressive, just walking in front of her.
I'm going to step in front of Valerie.
Okie doke.
I step behind Addie.
Crosspoint says you should just burn the mansion down. See, that there's a problem with that though. Then the guy's voodoo doll will be
The doll
burned.
is gone, right?
And then he probably burns to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, Miriam Chamani looks over you and says, "My people say you have business with me, but I do not remember ever organizing any with all of you."
I pulled Ulysses out from behind me and say, "He's the one who said he has business with you." And I push him to the front.
All right, so St. Hendrick, you've just been
Yeah.
ousted by your friend.
As he pushes me, I'm just gonna like play into it and just bow as he's pushing me. You're like,
As you
Madam?
do this, she goes, "You show proper respect for a true voodoo queen. Rise, although your servants are lacking." And she looks at all of you with piercing eyes.
I just kind of look at Grub and then I look at Valerie and I'm like, they are lacking. I agree. My servants need a lot of work.
Instruct them to bow before me.
Bow Grub, bow Valerie.
Valerie grunts audibly. Audibly, and then with a heavy sigh, does a half curtsy. She's essentially like,
Are you keeping your eyes on
yes, the whole time. Yes.
You see this, you see a sinister, soft smile creep through her face, and her face is also painted as a skull, so it looks like the skeleton's face is almost laughing as it creeps onto her face.
As she does that, I say, Miss, you have some cabbage stuck in your teeth.
And she looks to you, and one of the zombies steps up towards you. And his fist is like cocked.
And I step between them.
And I put my mouth over Addie's mouth. I mean, my hand over Addie's mouth.
You mean my...
I take my hand off of Addie's speaker. I just,
Yeah, you do.
Now, I'm curious about a certain voodoo magic you do, the voodoo dolls.
Many people are curious about my magics. What is it you want to know, and why should Madame Chiriam share with you?
Oh, fuck.
Pretty Lady Revenge.
Shh.
I turn over to Grub. The reason is because this poor soul has been tinkered with too much, and he needs a quick voodoo surgery.
She actually smiles at this and crosses her fingers. So there is a rival voodoo man whom is giving you issue, yes?
Yes.
Well, I know not of the lower class of voodoos who run about my neck of the city, but Madame Miriam Chamani would love to be of assistance to you, providing you have some form of payment. And as you know, magic does not come cheap.
I just turned over to them and I'm just like, kind of like silently mouthing, "Someone help me."
You're doing great! You listen, or Saint Frederick, or whatever, Hendrick.
Yes.
I don't even know your name.
I assumed you were a wealthy benefactor. If not, I may have to have you leave my premises. And you notice that some of the guardsmen are raising their guns.
Valerie slowly inches her hand towards her jury wide, without show. She's slowly inching her finger towards it.
Right. And then he goes, "Do you have nothing that you can pay with?"
I can cook you meal.
Grub,
I do
you got
not
those
need-
magical plates. I'm sure she'd be interested in those.
Yeah, the magical plates. Yeah.
But I'm supposed to use them.
Yeah, but now we need to use them for something valuable.
Oh, well, if they valuable to her, that can be payment.
Describe the nature of the magic. What do they do?
They make stupid people think that they're magic, and they give you money for them.
That's not how I paid you for them.
And Chimani goes, "This is beginning to sound a lot like tomfoolery to me. One I do not have time for."
Valerie literally
No,
facepalms.
Addie, not
Like, no.
tomfoolery.
Valerie literally face palms and steps forward and says, my dear Madam Miriam, there is clearly a misunderstanding. Please, as I explained to your guards, we have been in an altercation and they have taken blows to the head. Please understand that we are simply here. We are simply here to partake of your wonderful magnificence, your knowledge, and your effervescent soul.
Magic
Doll.
comes. What did you say, Grub?
You want doll?
You want me to make you a doll? That is not what you said, Saint Hendrik.
No, we want to learn how to make them, I thought.
We would love to see one of your wonderful, fantastic, magnificent dolls that we have heard so much about.
Yes, because what was done to him was from a doll getting slammed on the ground multiple times on the head.
Exactly. Saint Hendrik is now finally coming to his senses.
And as payment, Grub will carry out a hit for you on any of your enemies.
There we go. That's something I could use.
Well, bless yours.
I will give up my servants on a mission for you.
Who you want me to hit? One of these Ookie guys? Dead guys?
Okay.
Not yet.
She looks at you, Grub, and she actually steps forward and she pats your head, and it almost feels like really soothing when she does it. And she goes, "Do not worry. I will talk about such business matters with your more vivacious friends." And
thank you for recognizing grace and gentility amongst ourselves.
Perhaps,
She pretty lady.
perhaps you would like to discuss this in the dining hall.
Well, yes, we would. As I was saying to your guards, as we were coming in, they should have offered the lady the parlor and not the foyer. But I forgave that little bit of dismissiveness.
Do you have somewhere I could plug in at?
We do not accommodate your kind here in that manner.
I just need a quiet corner.
Valerie looks over at Addie and just gives him the stink eye. No, stop.
So she takes you to the parlor, and she actually has the zombies seated with you, and she directs Saint Hendrik to sit across the table from her.
I want to sit next to a zombie.
Okay.
And as I'm sitting there, I do want to kind of pick at its skin.
You wouldn't smell
a little.
anything anyway, Addie. So yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, they're different zombies than what most people are used to. They're not rotting. They look like just perfectly normal flesh and blood people, but their eyes are soulless. They have nothing within them.
Does it do anything if I'm poking it under the table?
No.
It doesn't even respond.
It doesn't respond in any way. And Saint Hendrik would know that zombies that are created through voodoo magic aren't dead things brought back to life. They're just people who sold their souls for something.
Mm.
Oh, we get you soul. We find who they sold to.
And she looks across the table at you, Saint Hendrik, and she goes, "So, you want to see how I perform my doll rituals?"
Very much, madam.
And that is all you want. And in return, I get you and your compatriots to perform a hit for me.
Yes.
I'm going to lean over to Valerie. Grub whisper now, but weren't we supposed to get doll?
Yes, Grub, yes. Just
And the guards come in with clean water, which is extremely valuable. Like, this is basically liquid gold that she's pouring into glasses in front of you, along with some plates of food. And
How does the food look?
the food looks very good. It's anaconda that's been roasted.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I mean, in the wasteland, a non-mutated anaconda. Ooh, that's good eats.
I just got Nicki Minaj Anaconda stuck in my head now, so yeah, no.
All right. So he goes, I suppose
Was she bothering you?
that I could maybe allow this to happen. If it were to happen, what assurances do I have that you will not give my secrets? Perhaps you could sign a contract.
Well, my dear, look at them. They're too stupid to speak. Do you think that they're going to remember?
I disagree. They're too stupid to keep a secret. And I am not talking to you. I am talking to St. Hendrik. Would you be willing?
Yes.
Excellent. She looks over to one of the guards and she whispers in his ear. And the guard comes back with a book. The binding of the book has all sorts of animal bones over it. And in the centerpiece, there is a dog's skull proudly standing out from the center. And she opens it and she turns it to a fresh page and she starts writing out something. And she puts a line under it and she passes it to you. And she goes, you will need to, of course, sign in blood.
Yes,
Do
I
it.
will.
Do it.
Yes, I will.
Do you read before you sign it?
Yeah, I'm gonna read that.
Okay.
Don't
How many
read.
how many shiny metal plates are you going to get for your soul?
So,
Question: Whose blood?
all of you will need to sign it. I guess you will sign in oil then.
I don't have any oil. What are you talking about?
And she goes, we'll get you some. And St. Hendrik, it says in very plain words, it doesn't seem like she's trying to deceive you here, actually, which is kind of gracious of her, that you will never be able to speak about what you saw here. Meaning anytime that you try to talk about what you saw here, the words just will not come out of your mouth. You know that that's most likely how the magic works.
What about writing?
It doesn't make any mention of that.
This is going in his religious book.
I'm signing this shit. All right.
Okay, so you sign in your blood.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the blood from? You like slit your hand open or something?
I probably like
There's a metal quill that she passed about, and she instructs him to prick his finger. And she gestures to the rest of you that you follow along.
I'm gonna take Saint Hendrik's hand and write and slap it down on the paper and write with his blood for me too.
She rubs her temples. No, you must write in your own blood.
I asked who blood. You said blood. Blood.
She looks at you, St. Hendrik. She does not seem amused.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go over there to Grub, and I'm just gonna be like, Grub, can you show me your finger real quick? Okay, can you show me one of your magnificent big stubbles of finger?
You poke me with that, Grub get angry.
Okay, but see, what if Grub don't get angry? What if Grub...
What if instead Grub stay very reasonable?
Grub,
How
what
about
if we
that?
get you chicken after this? Would you like that?
Not
Hey,
if
Grub.
I have to cook it.
No, I'll cook it.
I don't trust you cooking anything.
I'll download Protocol. It'll be great. It'll be right up to how you want it.
I don't like. I like other people's blood. I don't like my own.
What if Valerie, I don't know, she makes you a sandwich or something?
She don't need make me sandwich. I make her sandwich. I protect her.
Valerie, what do you got here?
Grub for me, honey.
I don't take your blood.
No. Will you sign in your own blood for me, please?
I don't like this.
So Valerie leans into Grub and says, "We need to get the doll, honey. Sign." So
I already said I get doll. Love need it. I get doll.
Just sign, Grub. Do it.
Fine.
Yes, we'll buy you that doll you've always wanted afterwards now.
I don't want doll.
Yes, you want
It
doll.
makes Pretty Lady happy.
You just said you wanted doll, so.
For Pretty Lady to make her happy for revenge.
Oh, God. All right.
He's like self-sabotage.
All right.
See, Grub, clearly, maybe he hit his head again, today.
Yeah.
No, my head hurt, but from all talk. And now my finger hurt because I have to give blood.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
No,
Can you add to the contract that Grub just can't talk at all?
Not after it's been signed, sadly. Valerie, you as well.
Valerie takes the quill, bends forward, and as she bends forward to sign, she makes eye contact with Madame Miriam. Does not break eye contact as she's signing, and she says, "This isn't the first prick I've dealt with, clearly," and winks.
And Miriam looks over at Addie and goes, "If you could just extend your hand."
Yeah, so I do this, and you see like this thing actually come out, and then it kind of stamps with oil a barcode. It's like, psh.
Amazing. She goes, "That will work."
Very
And,
efficient.
She
It was
leaves
the wrong barcode.
she leaves the book open, and she goes, "Very well.
that
Come
is
with
a
me."
funny looking book.
And she goes, "Yes, much like your face is funny."
Okay.
And she leads you all to what looks like a library after dinner. And let's see. And she goes, "I will require that you all stand off to the side while I do this." And she points over by the bookcases. And she comes over to the shelf over here. And you see her pull out some actual books, like paper books. And those are fairly rare. And she pulls out a jar with a very clean looking doll from behind this shelf, and opens it up and puts it on the table.
I'm gonna grab at Valerie's arm and point.
Just wait, honey.
Yes, Grub, it probably is magical.
What does the doll look like? Does it resemble the mutant that I had met earlier?
No, it looks blank.
Okay.
Like it's not attributed to anyone.
Got it.
And she goes, "I will, of course, need some sort of example for this doll. Would any of you be willing to make an example of yourselves?"
Hendrik, can't you repent if you do something like this? So why don't you do it?
Well, but we need to see her existing wares, I guess is what I'm saying. We need to find the doll of that mutant. We don't need a new doll.
You're not saying this out loud, are you?
No, I'm saying this out of character. Oh,
Gotcha.
sorry.
I mean, I know what we're here for.
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
just trying to,
Sorry.
you know.
Yeah, right.
I assumed
Right.
that was you, not
Right.
Valerie.
Right.
Madam, I will be the example for tonight, but could you show me also a doll that's already made?
She narrows her eyes. I want you to make a persuasion check because you're trying to persuade her. And this is going to be versus
Remember,
her-
tell her Grub loves magic things. That's how I
Skills.
sold her the plates.
let's see.
It would make Grub's day to play with these dolls for a little bit. Might even keep him quiet.
Charm.
You're gonna be rolling versus her deception skill. I assume. Oh wait, you're gonna be rolling deception, not persuasion, because you're trying
All right.
to
Deceive
wait. No,
her.
it would be persuasion, because you're not. Wait, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Deception or persuasion? What would you think is?
Well, he hasn't
better.
said why.
don't
He
see
just
the
wanted to see
persuasion.
more. So it's persuasion at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see persuasion,
Yeah.
I see charm.
Oh yeah, charm is the persuasion.
Yeah,
Roll.
all right.
All right, so you're gonna be rolling it versus her vigilance, which is going to be 2 red and 2 purple
Oh,
as your challenge.
Wouldn't that also be negotiation? Just asking.
ooh.
It could be negotiation.
Right.
Yeah. What are you better at, lying
Exactly.
or negotiating?
Nothing. It's the
I'm
dice
better at
app.
negotiation, so yeah. I'm
And
gonna
you
go
can
with-
go ahead and roll negotiation.
He did.
versus-
He did well.
No, he didn't. He didn't put in the right dice.
Oh, damn it.
You forgot to put in 2 red
Oh, that's
and 2 purple.
from a different thing.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was like 45 minutes ago. My bad.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh.
Can we go with the other
So-
roll?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think we can. Her eyes narrow, and she goes, it is not good practice for one to lie to someone in my position.
Yes, I very much understand that. I apologize if I have offended you, madam.
You have. And she sits down in her chair and leans back. And now I have your blood.
When she says that, I compute and quickly just say, okay, 6% chance for survival. And I leap over the desk at her and pull the gun to her head and pull the
Oh.
trigger.
Okay, oh my god.
Never tell me the odds.
Come on.
All right, so you jumping at her. She moved to the chair. I apologize. You will be making a roll. You have 3 gold bullets. Do you want to?
Yep. Can I use all three?
use that.
You
What?
cannot use more than one
Okay, damn.
What?
in a single roll. So 2 gold left and 1 black. You are going to be making a roll for that, good sir.
Yep. 4
An
green.
attack roll. Well, actually, you get one of those as yellow because you're spending the gold bullet.
3 green, 1 yellow. How many other stuff?
This is just an attack roll, so you're just going to be rolling 2 purple.
2 purple. Is it always 2 purple default?
Unless stated otherwise. Yes. Now,
Okay.
you hitting her doesn't necessarily mean that you kill her,
I know.
but you did hit her.
5 damage from the gun.
Plus 2. Every additional success after is an additional point of damage.
Gotcha.
And you have an advantage, although are you going to give that to the next person who acts as a blue dice?
Yes. Grub. Now.
Okay, doke. So that's 7 points of damage.
43% chance of survival.
Hold on. 5. Wow. That's a decent hit. And after the gunshot goes off, everybody needs to roll their initiative, which is going to be vigilance because the combat started in a very unorthodox manner.
Started in an epic way.
Indeed.
All right, so just refresh my memory. If I have a rank of 1 in vigilance, that means I get an extra green die?
No, it means you upgrade one of the green die to a yellow die.
Got it. So so basically I'm doing 1. My vigilance is, so it's 1, and then am I looking at my agility as well?
Well, next to vigilance, you'll see, I believe it's like W.
Oh, it's will. Yeah, right. Okay. So, but my willpower is 4. So I'm rolling 3 green, 1 yellow, and 2.
And nothing else.
Okay.
Initiative is just the dice roll and whoever beats them.
Got it.
Okay, and that's mine. Last roll that I need to make. And then I will plot out the initiative order. All right, so let's see. Lasagna was, I think, no, I was the first roll. So Miriam has 4 success and 4 advantage.
Are you for real? We are screwed.
you don't become the voodoo priestess of a quadrant without having a little bit of oomph to you. All right, Saint Hendrick had
It's okay, Addie. She was a snotty bitch anyway. Grub smash.
and 1 advantage. Valerie had 5 success, so she actually gets to go first.
Nice. So Valerie will quick draw her jury wide.
Hold on. I'm still getting everybody.
Oh, sorry.
else.
Okay.
No worries. And then I think Grub got
2 and 1.
2 and 1.
So 1 success?
No, 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Ah, okay.
He says, now this is why you should have just burned it down. Chat's telling you.
Shadowcat says, and that's how the war started, Your Honor.
All right. And then the guards have 2 and 1. And then the zombies also have 2 and 1. All right. So, Valerie, with that, you get to go first.
Okay, so Valerie will quick draw her jury wide. She looks up at Madam Miriam and Addie, obviously, and says, "It was a boring conversation anyway, bitch." And she fires.
Wow!
Bitch.
And
really
fires,
just gonna say that, though.
and
Harold
fires,
Baskins, bitch.
and fires right at her. So okay, and I'm sorry, refresh my memory again. I think I am 4. Hold on. I think I am 4 green and 2 purple on this attack. Is that correct?
I'm sorry. You're attacking with your jury wide?
I sure am. Yeah.
You have a ranged light of 2. You should have 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 purple as your attack.
2 yellow. Okay.
And you get a blue because of the advantage that Addie got.
Nice. 1 blue or 2 blue?
1 blue.
1 blue.
Ooh, God.
Yes!
Damn.
That's how
52% chance for survival.
There we
That-
go.
Holy hang. What's your normal damage for
My normal damage for the jury wide is 6.
Oh my god.
Get righteous with that ass.
So that's 10. That's 8 points of damage. Wow. That's not okay.
That's okay.
This is the boss. Why do players do this?
Please tell me her head just exploded like a melon.
No.
Please. Like
No.
Close though.
But it's real close. Wow. What am I?
She just melted in place.
Okay. So
I do not stand for those being impolite.
it's now an enemy's turn.
It's her turn, right?
It goes. It's
Oh, you can still decide whoever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I really want her to go, but she's gonna need more people in here. Actually. Ooh. Yes. All right. So I'm going to need. Let's see. Grub. What's your discipline?
I am not a disciple.
So you don't have any discipline.
Power of 2.
You have a will. Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy. All right.
You're turning him against us.
That's the only thing that she really has as an option at the
Damn
moment.
it, Grub.
Oh man.
All right, so that's 3 yellow, 1 green versus your 2 purple, because you don't have any skills in it. Okay, let me just make sure that I have.
All right, this is the chance to find out if this dice roller is legit or rigged.
You know what? I'm also gonna spend one of my black bullets, so now you guys have 3 gold bullets again.
Juice takes it back. He didn't mean it. Come on.
No, let's go all out. We're all in.
So 4 yellow, 2 purple. Let's see what happens here.
Ah, yes!
Oh.
Told you!
What?
It's legit.
That was
legit.
amazing. Yes, the dice roller is legit.
It's
Yes,
legit.
yes.
I like this dice app.
Stay out of Grub's head, you bitch.
Grub starts seeing like dolls in his head, and he's like, I don't really like dolls.
Never hurt me, honey.
Do you understand the statistical odds of what this is happening?
I thought that was amazing. Someone screenshot it.
You don't fuck with Grub head.
So you
Nothing
guys are wondering what
can
happened
take over.
that are watching. We got 2 blanks on the yellow. We got 2 successes on the yellow. 1 what is the
Basically, I had 4 yellow dice, which is the best
Yeah.
dice you could get, versus 2 purple dice, and everything canceled out.
I'm posting it in my Discord right now.
So somehow this voodoo priestess, who has trained most of her young life to hold dominion and will over people, points her spell at the dumbest person in the group. And he's so stupid, it does nothing to him.
Grub his own man.
There's no brain in there. I mean, what is she trying?
Now,
She
normally,
The brain.
normally, I would call for the rule of escalation, including if this had happened to you, which is where we would add a blue dice and a black dice to the roll and then roll it again. But because I think this narratively is interesting, I will let you have it, you bunch of fuckers.
Who talking in Grub head?
Rob, why don't you react and do something? It's your turn.
You see Miriam. So this is what happens. Miriam goes, "You will not get away so easy." She pulls out some blood and throws it over Grub, and she goes, "Why isn't this working? No! And now it is a
Rub covered
player's
in people
turn.
blood all the time.
Huh.
God.
Ignorance truly is bliss. Yeah.
And now,
Oh, wait. She has a maneuver. I'm going to have her move back here. So you have to go through her zombies. Oh,
I
God.
have a problem with that.
Yeah, I know you
One of
don't.
the Can I actually take one of the zombies and use it and swing a motherfucker at her?
Sure. We'll make a contested athletics.
I don't get an attack of opportunity, do I? I don't know if this has
No,
that.
that doesn't have. This doesn't have that in the system.
All right, just checking.
So you're gonna be rolling your athletics versus 5 purple.
Okay.
Jeez, 5 purple.
Because it's a contested check. And I swear to God.
Oh, I hope. Look, this app.
Please.
Let's see how good it is.
Please.
Is it rolling it?
No.
No.
Huh. Also, I said 5 purple.
Oh, sorry.
Another technical error.
That's weird.
It's because it knew it was wrong.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that
well,
didn't
it's-
count, right?
It's still 5 purple.
Yep, I'm doing 1 purple.
Come on.
Oh, I figured he should just re-roll the whole.
Damn it. All right. Oh, okay.
They cancel it.
No. So he's gonna take a point of strain. So what you're trying to do? You're trying to carry the zombie.
I'm swinging the zombie at Miriam.
Okie
I'm
doke.
using the zombie as a bat.
So the zombie gets thrown over to Miriam, and it looks like she's still alive, but now she has a zombie pinned on her. So now it is an enemy turn. All right. The guards, having heard all of this, let's see. These are going to move in. They're close enough. And then these 2 will support. This one is going to be here, and these will be close behind. So these 5, 2 of them are holding open the door. They start unloading, and excuse me. Grub, I assume you're over here now because you were throwing the zombie, right?
I was trying to use the zombie as a bat. I was trying to swing the zombie at her.
Oh, so you're over here.
Yeah.
Okie doke. They all open fire on you, which I assume is just absolutely okie dokie by your standards. Let's see. And they have ranged 1, light, and there are 5 of them. So part of this system, and part of why I like it, at least especially for Star Wars, is stormtroopers, when they're grouped together, they actually give each other mechanical boosts. So groups of minions can actually be pretty deadly. Okie doke. So you're going to be taking 9 damage from them unloading pistol rounds into you. Subtract what your soak is from that, and that's your total damage, which I know you have a soak of like 5.
Yep. So I took 4.
My God. All right. And now it is a player turn.
Can I? Or you know what? I think St. Hendrik, you'd probably be the best suited for this, wouldn't you? Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So. Let's see. Which one of these little tokens is me?
Good.
This token is you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do engulfing hellfire on those 3 minions at the door.
Ooh, nice. Okie doke.
Ooh, this is burn 3 sunder. Cool. All right. So regular will. So okay. Okay, so it's roll 4 green and 2 purple, right?
Engulfing Hellfire, it's your magic will. So it's your magic skill and your will. So you're upgrading your willpower by your magic.
All right.
Versus 2 purple.
Since we're at a, I'm not going for a while. I'm gonna run and do a bio.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay, so if let's see, so that one doesn't have a blast radius, so you can't affect multiple targets. However, you do make one of them just absolutely burn up immediately, and he is a chunk of cinders on the ground.
Oh yeah.
So this one is now gone. All right. Next up is an enemy slot, I believe.
You only put 3 player slots.
Oh, my bad.
So enemy, player, enemy?
It's player, enemy, player, and then it would be player again. So one more player gets to go.
Oh, okay, cool. So I guess it's just leaving me then.
Correct.
Right, I'm gonna go take a leak real quick.
All right, go for it. Okay, so I'm going to continue my pursuit of the priestess. And I'm going to say, once I kill her, you all better leave or you're next. And I'm going to move right over to her, both arms out, and I'm going to shoot her with the 9mm. That was... Sorry, I have to toggle between my sheets and stuff. What is my gun? Nothing, just agility. So it was 4 green. Okay, so 4 green, 2 purple.
Ooh. So one of the zombies comes up beside you and just knocks your hand out of the way. Take a strain of damage. All right. Actually, no, you're there. You're there now. All right.
Should I update the sheet, or should I just write it on a piece of paper?
You can update the sheet. It's totally fine. Okay. So now the zombies are
I apparently can't.
Going to you can't update it?
I don't know why. It might be my internet. It's okay. I'll write it down.
No worries. All right. So now the zombies are going to take their turn. And let's see.
It's because we don't have access on the dock.
Yeah.
That's weird. I thought I gave that to you.
That's okay.
All right, so 4 green, 1 yellow. This is going to be against Grub. 2 purple. Ooh, all right.
Oh.
So, they do 6 points of damage to you, Grub, and one of them actually wrestles you to the floor. And the other one looks like he's trying to wrestle the gun out of your hand. Addie?
I don't have a gun.
No, Addie has a gun. And now we go back to the top of the order. So there's players. Who goes?
I think Valerie should go again. She did something cool last time.
Where am I on the map? I'm sorry.
You are right here.
Okay, and I have a question.
Yep.
Destiny points. When is that available to me? Is that available to me now?
Oh, those are the bullets. The gold bullets and the black bullets.
Okay.
You should use one.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, can I spend a Destiny point to use my high noon capability? So basically, once per game session during a content encounter, I can spend 1 Destiny point to make a daunting ranged light check. If I succeed, I skip my next turn. but I eliminate one enemy minion per strain point spent in the encounter. Like they're just gone. Right? The minions are all eliminated immediately, is what it says.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and spend a point to do that.
Okay. So then
That's cool.
How do I roll? What's a daunting ranged light check?
So that's your ranged light versus 4 purple dice.
Okay. So my ranged light is 2. Okay, got it.
And it's as many minions as you're willing to spend strain on, and it cannot exceed the bullets left in your weapon.
Got it. So currently, so my strain max is 14. I have to come up with a narrative way to do this too, though.
You can do the fan the hammer thing.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, right? Yeah. Okay, so
and I think you have 4 shots left in your revolver because you shot once, right?
Yep.
And it's
correct.
a 5-shooter.
Got it. So just when I'm looking at the map now, the person directly to the left of me, that is a minion, or who is that?
All those guards are minions, and so are the zombies.
Got it. So I am going to fan the hammer.
This one right here is Saint Hedrick.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, these guys are minions, and then these 2 zombies are minions.
Okay. So this better be a good roll. If this is not a good roll, I'm gonna be upset. So that's gonna be 2 yellow, 2 green, and how many purple did you say?
4.
4 purple.
All right.
I swear to God. Oh.
Ooh.
Damn. You know what? If you allow him to spend the next the other 2 gold bullets so that I have 3 black bullets, I'll let him roll that again.
It's up to you guys.
I'm not
I
making
wanna,
that call.
Waste some minions, but him having
Yes!
3
Come on, guys. Let's gamble. This is a one-shot, damn it.
Right.
Yeah. I'll gamble.
Sorry, Brett.
I want a good narrative moment. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Give Al the good narrative moment.
Oh, come on. So you empty your gun and somehow it misfires.
Like right next to every single head.
Oh, good gosh. I'm so sorry, Valerie. The dice have spoken. However,
the dice gods are not. Oh, you know what? God bless America. I didn't rub the dice god's head, but like the dice god does not count.
all right.
I need something like that.
However, you have an advantage. What do you want to use that advantage for? Do you want to give someone a blue dice?
So I still get sort of the narrative moment. So Valerie, sneering, pulls her jury wide up and literally just fans the hammer. Misses all of them. However, as the bullets go zinging past minions, they're like literally in shock and taken aback, and yeah. So and then I pass it off to Addie. So yeah.
All right. Well, it's now an enemy's turn.
Oh.
And because the zombies at this moment were not killed, they're still holding down Grub and wrestling with Addie. Miriam is going to run across, trying to get out of the room. And you hear her say to one of the guards, "Call the Nightbot." Now, you know where she grabbed the doll from. There might still be dolls in there that you haven't seen. Just a heads up. So, next person to go is a player.
You said I still have the gun, right?
You still have the gun. The zombie is wrestling with you.
Okay. Shit. Okay. I'll yell to Saint Hendrik. Blast Miriam.
All right. Oof. What should I do? Okay, both do the same damage. Engulfing. Okay, but Brimstone Bolt has better range. Yeah, Brimstone Bolt.
So you're casting Brimstone Bolt at her.
Yeah.
Okie doke. 1 second. Opponent's difficulty for which you cast. Okay. You see, as you whip out the bolt, she pulls a mirror out, and it breaks as your spell enters it. You now have to roll against her magic skill as your combat difficulty. Now, that means you'll be rolling at a difficulty of 1 purple and 3 red dice.
Jesus.
That's not a problem.
Okay, so 2 purple and how many red?
3.
1 purple, 3 red.
Oh. I need a.
You got it.
You need-
Saint.
Okay, I don't got a dice god over here, but shit.
Virtually
All right.
rub the dice.
Your
god
hair, man.
virtually.
It's your hair.
You can
Yeah, there you
pray
go.
to me, but I promise you I have no mercy. Son of a bitch!
Ooh, triumph.
So, I will allow that triumph to basically let the effects of the spell she was using as a reaction not happen. So that would mean like so the mirror catches the spell and it looks like it's about to go back at you, but then suddenly the rays of God shine through the roof and flip the spell back at her face. Her face is in utter shock for a moment. And then she's engulfed in flame. And Miriam is now dead.
Yeah.
Hendrik, what is your soul?
Would you like to follow that up with anything towards the minions? Which, by the way, the zombies just collapse at that point.
I thought something like that would happen.
Saint Hendrik, do you want to follow that up with anything? You could tell the minions maybe to drop their weapons.
How many of you have been baptized?
Well, they're not going to drop their weapons to that. And next up is let's see.
Minions, right?
Yeah, it would be the minions. So they're gonna keep firing on you guys. Let's see. They're the only group to go. Nike. But now there is a full complement of them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means that their dice pool is upgraded further. So that's 3 yellow, 2 green. You may still want to just dip out of here because these minions are no joke. It's a big group of people firing on you. They're firing on you, Saint Hendrik. You're going to be taking 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Minus whatever your soak
okay.
is.
Okay, 4, so that's 5. Okay. Oy. All right. What do you guys think? Should we dip out or should we grab the voodoo doll?
Well, I mean, you know where she's keeping
Yeah.
at least some of the dolls. You need to grab that first, but then you could jump out one of the windows in the library.
Yeah. I will step in and I will go over there and I will reach in there, trying to grab as many, if not all, the dolls as I can, and
Nice.
pull them in. And if I pull like some books or something too, that's okay. I'll take those too. And
Love this.
collateral damage, and I'll start like my body will pivot as I'm doing it, so my feet are facing the door and my upper torso's in the cubby, and I'll start running as my body like pivots back to facing forward.
Are you running towards the door, or are you jumping out a window?
Oh, a window's great. I'll just straight through it. Imagine like
Nice.
what's his name, Bender from Futurama. Just
That's
kinda-
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to make me a coordination check so that you don't cut up the dolls on your way out.
They're protected by the books I'm holding. No, I'm sorry.
Isn't that how it
Coordination, agility. So 1 upgrade, 4. Okay. So 3 green, 1 yellow, and 2 purple, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. So the triumph
So-
is good.
You break the window, but you don't get out. What do you want to do with the triumph and the advantage? Now, with a triumph, you can change something in the narrative completely to fit your situation. Pardon me. As long as I agree
So
upon
when
it.
I jump into the wall, I might not break the window, but let's just say like the bookcases on the other side, like because the walls shake, fall inward, blocking the view because of the desk and everything of the minions to us on the other side of the room.
That's definitely I'll let that happen. 100%.
It's just this
So
chaotic-
they can no longer see you, and thus cannot fire upon you unless they just shoot through the books. Which, I mean, they could do that technically, but that'd be hard. All right. And there are no other enemies other than the minions, so they don't get to go again. It's your guys.
Grub's the last one.
I think I'm
Yeah.
the only one who hasn't went.
Go, Grub.
So I'm going to walk, start stalking over. And as I'm moving, I am throwing a Molotov cocktail here.
Oh,
Perfect
nice.
use.
So that is your ranged light check versus 2. Would you? Oh, you don't have any gold bullets. Damn it.
God.
Because you didn't use your black.
Yeah, I should have used my
Jeez.
black bullet on that mirror roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
You good, Grub?
Yep.
Oh, he's typing it in. Sorry, I didn't see anything moving on your screen, so I was like, is he there?
And it's 2 purple.
Correct. Crosspoint says time for burning down the house. All right, so
Last resort. Yeah.
this whole area starts writhing in flames. Only one of them dies immediately, but they're all freaking out as the flames are around them. And Saint Hendrik, you hear in your head the voice of God, boy, you best get out of there while the getting's good. And it is back to the
God
top.
become Colonel Sanders.
Maybe God's always been Colonel Sanders. You don't know.
It would make sense about the 11 herbs and spices.
All right, so players, it's top of the order. You get to go.
All right. Well, so Valerie's gonna jump and backflip over the dropped bookcase and sort of land in front of Addie, and then she's gonna look really quickly to see if she recognizes any of the dolls as the mutant that she saw back in the bar that he's holding in his hands.
I want you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Versus a difficulty of 2.
Got it.
Also, Nightbot in chat, not Nightbot in the game. You have no power. Stop telling people what to do.
So
Nightbot, we killed you in the future.
So my perception is cunning, 2. So basically 2 and 2.
2 versus 2.
Plus 3 black bullets. No.
Okay. Yeah, it's in there. And you're gonna take a point of strain as you're freaking out because you realize you're this close to doing it. You just need to get out.
Got it.
All right, and so I mean that was an incidental. What are you gonna do as your action?
So as my action, I think I'm gonna do what Addie should have done, and I'm gonna leap out the window.
Okay, make a coordination check.
Okay. Coordination is agility. So that is 2 versus 2, like versus 2. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have 2 in coordination?
I have coordination is agility, and I have 4 in agility.
He doesn't have any ranks in it.
Oh, you
I don't have any rank in. Yeah, right.
So you go flying through the window. There's now an exit hole for everybody to get out of.
I weakened it for you, Val. As I'm lying on the ground clutching the dolls.
He hits the ground and rolls and just gives him the thumb.
So I'm assuming the rest of the player slots you will follow Val out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be the last one out.
Right. So everybody heads out. Grub, players go first, so you go out. You're all in front of the mansion now, and they're firing on you from the banisters and whatnot. I'm going to do one last roll while you guys are escaping to the car with dolls aplenty in your hands.
Hell yeah.
Hello to green to purple. God damn it. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna pick Addie. All right, Addie, you take 5 points of damage.
No problem.
And you notice that one
that
of the bullets. No, damage.
Oh, damage.
And you're gonna be and you notice that one of their bullets ends up ricocheting off of one of the axles on your car.
No. That's why it was so hard to drive in the future.
And you guys got to the car. They're still firing on you. What are you doing with the dolls?
So as we're running to the car, though, the trunk popped up. It started to do that transformation into the turret. As it opened up before the turret popped out, I threw the dolls in. It flipped, and the 50 cal came out. And I jumped into the car, and the doors were already ejected open.
Nice. All right. So, assumedly, you guys are peeling out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okie
I'm
doke.
going to try to get in the car, and that's why I'm upset, because I have to be crunched in like this.
We see a fast forward version of the fight that happened at the beginning of the scene. Nightbot explodes. The other 2 cars explode. Grub comes over to another car, opens up the ceiling of that one, gets pushed against the wall, and then that car runs into it, and you ram it, Addie. And finally, you guys are sitting there in the middle of the road.
No, Grub's over at Nightbot ripping off metal pieces.
Grub is taking his pound of metal from Nightbot's hide.
Wait, you don't know it's magical yet.
Oh yeah, no, he does.
Oh, okay.
We're back in the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah, we're back to the point where we started, and
That was our prolonged cutscene.
And now it's time to actually play the game, guys.
Exactly, right.
No, and your car's pretty dinged up, but somehow, even though it was ripped open like a sardine and a grenade was dropped inside the vehicle, you're all still alive.
How are the dolls in the trunk?
That is a little. All right, so you have to check them. Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like some of them are torn to shreds.
I swear to God, Addie, if that doll is messed up,
It should be fine. It was in the trunk.
Addie.
We didn't hit anything with the back, just the front.
You search through the dolls and you notice that the one that looks like the mutant, he's missing half an arm.
Oh, see, he's alive. You could survive without an arm. I mean, there's plenty of people who do it, right?
There's stuffing dripping out of the arm.
Stitch it up.
Yes,
It'll be
fair.
fine.
Okay, when we
He's got
deliver
time.
this
He's going
down-
to bleed out if you don't hurry
When
up.
we deliver this
fair.
down, we did not do this. We found it like this.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. We stole it from the other robot with magic plating.
Right.
What about the other ones? Do any of them look wealthy?
Well, you really can't tell.
They don't
None
have
of
outfits
the-
like top hats and stuff?
No, most of them, the only way that
Monocle?
they resemble somebody is
Looking
through
for
like
Mr. Peanut.
body,
I was just gonna say that.
and they have like usually hair or fingernails or something stuck in them.
No name on it or anything? No tag?
Most of them are
Well, as easy
unnamed.
as we killed her, she must not have been that good at voodoo. So
Her organization
Oh, you guys
sucks.
just dropped the drop on her.
We need
I
to
wasn't
figure out...
expecting you to jump across the table and just shoot her in the face.
That mutant better fix my car.
So
I think he's
you-
more worried about fixing his arm. at
No,
this
that's for you to do. Sew it on. It'll just magically pop back on.
So you sew the arm shut because you can't tell which one's his arm from all
Just
the
put any
other-
of them on. It won't matter, right? It might be an
and
upgrade.
Why did I wake up with a lobster claw?
You drive into the next town over, and you get to the meeting spot, and the mutant's there. His hand is bandaged up as it's cut off, and he looks at you and he goes, "What happened?"
We saved your life.
And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh,
Oh,
bravo! That was amazing.
that was great.
That was
All right. My name's Aaron Justin Bryant from Table Knights Entertainment. And joining me today was the lovely Juice from Master the Game. Lasagna as Saint Hendrick. Captain Smitty as Grub. And the beautiful Roll as the even more beautiful Valerie Jefferson.
I don't know. I disagree. I think Roll Stats is more beautiful.
I don't,
Valerie
I
was
guess
hideous
it's
'cause of that
a matter of perspective. Anyways, from all of us, we really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much. And make sure to check out Master the Game's channel. Those of you in my chat, and those of you in Juice's chat, please check out my stream sometime at twitch.tv/Table Knights. And bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Hi, all.
Yeah. See y'all.